Hi! Welcome to our Clean Foodie channel. My name is Orly and I'm going to show you how I make a Swiss chard potato frittata. You actually can make it from any vegetable that's left over. I just like the Swiss chard, it's full of greens, and the potato adds this another dimension to this frittata. The ingredients we're going to use for this frittata are potato, one medium-sized potato. We're going to use garlic cloves as much as you like. I usually use at least 4 garlic cloves, a bunch of Swiss chard, 8 eggs, salt of course, and about 3 tablespoons of coconut cream or dairy cream if you eat dairy. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to warm up a skillet with just a bit of olive oil. I'm taking a potato and I'm going to cut it to really small wedges. As small as I can do it, but I still want the potato to contain some meatiness to it. I'm going to cook this potato on the skillet with the olive oil and some water. The potato is not cooked, so I'm going to cover up the skillet with some water. I boiled some water beforehand. This actually saves me cooking the potato beforehand. I do everything in the same pot. I'm going to let this boil until the potatoes become tender and the water evaporates. Okay, so now what we're going to do, I'm going to prepare the garlic. This is my favorite method, so I'm going to chop it. The Swiss chard has a pretty thick stem and it cooks a bit longer than the leafy green stuff. So what I usually do, I cut off the stem and I add this to the potato to simmer just a bit and cook a bit longer than the rest of the chard. Once you added the chard, just make sure your potatoes are cooked properly. You just take a fork and you prick the potato. If it's nice and soft but still firm, it's fine. If not, just cover it up with water, let it boil another 10 minutes, keep on checking, make sure your potato doesn't become a mashed potatoes. We want them firm but soft. I chop up the rest of the Swiss chard. I'm going to check our potatoes. They're pretty firm. I'm going to add a bit more water and I'm going to add the rest of our Swiss chard and I'm going to add our garlic as well. I'm going to let them saute for about 5 minutes. While I do this, I'm going to prepare our eggs. We have 8 eggs here. I'm going to add my coconut cream or dairy cream, salt, we whisk it all together. We want to get nice fluffy texture in here. A frittata is actually vegetables and eggs, and that's it. Do you smell it too? Our chard is nearly sauteed, just a bit more. We need to transfer it to our We don't need it totally boiled. We just want it a bit soft. We'll let it saute for another few minutes. Let's see what's going on under this lid. Okay, the water is actually all gone. This is the time I'm going to add my eggs mixture. I'm going to fluff it really well, get some air into it. And pour it all over. My veggies. Now, I'm going to put the lid back on and let it simmer on a medium heat for about 10-15 minutes until the eggs are all set. Good, 15-20 minutes passed and our frittata is totally firm and ready. The best way to serve this frittata is you put a plate or a board, because I'm using here a pretty big skillet, and I'm going to flip it over onto this board. Do it carefully. This is very hot and heavy. Okay. I'm garnishing this frittata with some parsley, fresh parsley. And there we are. A beautiful, yummy, filling frittata. For the full recipe, click on the link you see right now on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe to all the rest of our clean foodie recipes. Thank you very much and bon appetit!